Hi, welcome back, guys. Sorry about that. Yeah, apologies for last week. I wasn't available. Had some personal stuff I had to get through. Nothing bad, just had some personal stuff I had to go through, some personal events. Um, but yeah, let's get back into it. So this week we've got NFP on Friday. So it's a tricky week. Yesterday, I missed yesterday, although it was a decent move. But I don't think we would have got in it because I did review it earlier. I don't think we would have got into it anyway. But yeah, let's see what today brings us. Scale back the risk for today. Well, for the whole week, really, because of NFP. Remember, NFP stands for not for professionals. Right, so to scale back the risk, I'll probably do today after market open. We'll probably be here till about 3:15, maybe a little bit earlier. See if we can get a setup. There's not much that I like on. If I just show you on the daily, like from that high to this low. I mean, we're just right bang in the middle of the range basically. And it could go either way. And because it's NFP, I don't really want to put like too much emphasis on which side it's gonna go. I mean, just look at that. It's not good, is it? Like on the daily. So we have to wait for like intraday price swings to actually try to get ourselves in sync with it and see where we could go from there. Excuse me. Right. So yeah, I mean, from here it's like you know which way, right? But look, we've come back. We reacted off like this is probably the lower quadrant of this wick. We reacted off that yesterday. We had that new week opening gap, which is huge. That got filled in overnight. If we move down through as we cycle through the time frames, we'll see. So this gap I'm talking about, it's completely filled in now. We've just left this 4 hour fair value gap, but we haven't made it past here. So, like I said, either way, both sides are on the cards. Like that looks lovely. That looks lovely. Um, Long term, I'm still bullish until we do take out, like if you can remember the daily, until we go below these lows, start closing down, then I'll change bias. But yeah, like for the week, I'm not sure which way at the moment. Just check the 1 hour completely. Sorry, if I keep clearing my throat, apologies for that. I'll try to do it as little as possible, but allergies, what can I say? Anyway, so 1 hour, where are we on the 1 hour? Can this be treated as an inversion? Let's see. Or is it going to come back here? But not looking good. So I just want to mark out this. So if we'll go to the 1 minute. Let's just mark out some of the stuff that we can mark out. Go back to Sunday. Yeah, there we go. And we need close of that to the open of that. And this in is en vogue Sunday 2nd. So second of the second, 21. Oh, 5. And as soon as I put that on, everything else came back in as well. Let me just quickly rename that. So I don't get lost into it. It's supposed to be, we need to go get our daily close for yesterday. So settlement price for yesterday Monday, oops, there. Settlement price 14, close. Yeah, settlement. Yeah, second Monday. Oh yeah, third. And I also want to get the yesterday's fair value gap. So presented. Oh look, straight at 931. That's a decent one. Presented. It is actually Monday's one. Just need to change that to. Yeah, it looks right. What? Let's see where we are. So give me 1 second. A couple of minutes till market open, and in terms of settlement, we are still where we are. I just need to figure out what this orange line is. Oh, it's not orange, it's yellow, but it just becomes orange. So that was the midnight opening range. Oh yeah, we haven't done today's midnight opening range, which is going to be, which we are actually inside of it. Interesting. All right. So let's just see what it gives us. Well, looking at the 15-minute, I mean, obvious thing, we've got this, we're inside this, and we've still got these eyes, but this is like, if we had left some of this open, if it closed here, came down here, started meandering, then I could have said, okay, we're going to go easy target, close of the new week, opening gap. Obviously, he hasn't done that, he's done that already yesterday, so he's closed everything yesterday, so now we will see. I mean, these look really nice to come back and take out. So let's see what it gives us at opening bell. Most likely I'll probably end up shorting the first presented fair value gap. That was yesterday's one. Yeah, this is yesterday's one right here. I'll clean it up a little bit later on when I have some time because I need to go through it. I haven't actually looked, I only looked at it, the market on my phone, on my broker's feed. That was just yesterday. I just quickly glanced through it. Apart from that, I haven't actually had the time to sit down since the last live stream, really. So I'll go through it later on today in the evening, clear up some of this, so then tomorrow it looks a bit more presentable. Yeah, we'll do that. Let's say like the video if you haven't already liked it. Where are you watching from? I've got 2 people in the chat. Is there anything you would like to know? Oh, market has opened. Sorry, 1 minute. There's, there we go. right out the gap. Sorry, I mean right out of the gate. It's coming for these lows. It's taken that. Yeah, extremely wicky. If it stays like this, most likely won't take a trade because I hate wiki price action. I just hate it. Everybody hates it, but some people can stomach it and stay inside, and I just can't. So I'll try to, but I can't. So I'll see what it does. Nice, good little liquidity grab, as they call it, but not raid. So that going back into there, come back, reacted. Also that bearish fair value gap. Yeah, let's wait for it to move. Let's wait for that first presenter, see what it gives us there. Let me just check that 5-minute time frame quickly. Oh, that's nice. It's gone up. Yeah, potentially you could use this one if it wants to target those highs. You can use this as an inversion. No, paired with this wick. Gotta keep an eye on that. See what it does. So that's decent movement. Not gonna lie. From that fair value gap to clear out these highs, it's quite decent. What time was that now? 7 a.m. That's a good fair value gap. Ultimately, can I reach for these? Well, it looks like first presented is going to get set up here. Time did that come in at 9:32. Yep, presented. Oh, sorry. Trade back into the top of that. Let's see if we can do that. Trade back into the top end of that. And then we can target these. This, and this ultimately. It's going to come back here first though. This would be low. Okay, look, you just tapped it. Well, almost tapped it. This is why you have to like add a tick onto that and try to get in. Sometimes, like when I'm really impatient, like I say, I just end up getting in as soon as that candle opens. But I try to be more patient, but that's sometimes when I'm really impatient. But anyway, this would have been good, but due to the nature of this week, it just at the moment it hasn't tapped the top end of that. So he may not be interested. Also, let me just quickly take a look. 5 minute. Yeah, it might just run away without us. But if he did manage to tap in, that's a decent trade. From here, let's see, 33, your stop loss would have been here, 23, 10 handle stop loss, and you would have taken out to this high. Well, ultimately it's gone up there, but you would have aimed for these highs, which is at 64. So a nice 2-to-1 there. Just to show you, that was what I was aiming for. And actually it's 3-to-1. 33, 43, 53. Oh yeah, 63-to-1, sorry. But yeah, roughly. It's decent, right, for not such a good morning. But I didn't get in because I'm I'm demanding that it hits that top. But yeah, like if you once that fair value gap's in, on other days normally like when I'm impatient, I just as soon as that candle opens, I just enter and then keep my stop loss there. I don't wait for it to come back, but I want to improve on that. So yeah, I'm demanding that it hits that and then goes. But yeah, not bad, is it? I mean, if you're waiting for that high, sorry, just that high would have been 4-to-1, and that high is 5-to-1. Yeah. So hopefully you guys enjoyed just the analysis on that. If you did, say some, give me a thumbs up in the comment, well, in the live chat. Ask me something, talk to me basically. Makes it more easier to trade. Otherwise, you get zoomed in these time frames. Like, obviously, you need to concentrate on this as well, but I end up getting zoomed in, and then I end up doing taking not so good trades. So yeah, so if anybody did get in, definitely, if you're gonna take a partial, definitely take your partials now, because we've gone way beyond that target anyway. Interesting. The next new week opening gap, it's there, even though we're still inside a new week opening gap. So that could be the high end of the drawn liquidity here. Sometimes one thing that I need to point out is that, like here, it hasn't touched this here, but what time did that come in at? 9:32. Yeah, so if we go to US500, look at that, it's touched. And just based off that, if you're watching both, obviously I'm not watching both at this moment in time because I just want to focus on that one, but eventually you'll get into that. So as soon as it touches that one, you don't need to wait for this one to get touched. You understand where I'm coming from? You don't need to wait for that. You can just enter because that one's touched it. That's enough. And you place your stop loss accordingly. And depending on the risk, if you wanted to risk, normally, like this specific asset class, US100, yeah, this one specifically, it wicks a lot. Like if you like, these are tight stop losses, but if it did that, I would wait if it stopped me out, I would wait for it again to touch the top, and then whatever low it made here I would have re-entered and placed my stop loss below there. But if you want to be on the safe side, do that. Place your stop loss here, and that's safe. But then you gotta do your risk management accordingly, right? But you're gonna grow into that, so don't worry, and always focus on the percentage, like the risk to reward. Yeah, don't focus on the money. The money will come. Just grow the account slow. I know that's like easy to say and that, but the money will come. You gotta give it time. That's all it is. Just gotta give it time. This is a nice confluence here. This is the first presented fair value gap from the 17th, and now look, it's made this. Oh, but it's hit that new week opening gap, reacted, come back into this fair value gap, and it's made this fair value gap at that. And this could be a setup for continuation. If we go from here, place your stop loss here, expect it to go here. Stop loss will be below this candle. Risk accordingly, and then to go there, unless we've made the high. But that's a continuation setup, and sometimes they back up, sometimes obviously they don't. So let's see. So don't like the fact that that was there. Consolidate hits just 10 points above big figure. Don't like that. Want it to go to at least 20. But this is like where that is, where the new week opening gap. I mean, look at that. Look at that price at the new week opening gap, 445. That's a decent price. You probably wouldn't want to know why it's a decent price, but that's for like a later time as to why it's a decent price. So once, if this one or the next candle, hopefully this one, if it closes above this one, once it closes above this, then a potential setup could be you use the wick, midpoint of the wick, treat this as like a little fair value gap, and then to take it up to the high of the new week opening up. But you want to be above this new week opening, like if you can see this new week opening gap right here, this, I move my cursor out of the way, so where this highs are, we want to be above that. That's presenting a problem at the moment, like it's presenting some resistance. We want to be above it, so it gives us some support. looks like it's waiting for the macro. So let's just see what the macro gives us. Yeah, and the rest of the day just going to be observing, seeing as we've technically a lot of outlined in the morning. What we outlined, like we said, we were going to wait for price action to present itself. First presented fair value gap presented itself, then we were going to target based on that these highs. But we wanted it to see it come back and touch. It did on the S&P 500, but we were watching the S&P 500. So we missed out on the trade, but for those of you who were eager to get in, you got in here. And this was a nice, well, if you did hold up for that, that would have been a nice 5-to-1, but I was just aiming for these, to be honest with you. It's a quick, low-hanging fruit, quick bread and butter setup, and in and out, basically, get done. And this was a continuation that we were saying around here, that this could be a continuation, but we want it to start closing above that end walk from the 19th, and then use this wick for another continuation to go higher. But from here to here, back to the end walk was decent. Hopefully going all the way back up to this week's end walk, to the top end of it, but that might take more time than, sorry, excuse me. So that might take more time than originally planned. Oh, it could start happening now. Yep, there we go. Inside the macro, starting off the macro at least, and we can run up and tag that high, then that'd be great. Just need to check something.
Work today is broken. We're all working in too many disconnected apps, and it's killing team productivity. But
Dow hitting like a new low during the New York session, while NQ hitting new high. It's kind of they're pretty opposite lately.
Into that old end walk, and we use that to propel it higher. Don't like the way that closed though. Don't like that at all. Is it going to be one of those ones? It's probably will.
950 macro.
One of those ones where it's just like
10 a.m. news, so I'm waiting until after that.
Lower, higher, retracement lower, higher, and then
for sure, I don't want to get caught up. Mean Rock said, I could be wrong, but I'm anticipating a bearish move from here, respecting the hourly fair value gap from Monday. Thoughts from this one? To me, that's just like low probability, because the one from this bearish fair value gap from Monday is like during Asia. It's like an 8 p.m. Meanwhile, you have during New York session now, you have like pretty bullish candles here.
How's your morning thus far? It's been good. Pretty chill.
What I was looking at was just like this
Waiting for
4-hour
results.
here, and that's getting disrespected. And you had like a 15-minute fair value gap here. This got disrespected as well.
It doesn't feel like Tuesday. I think I'm in like this weird. Do y'all ever have that experience where like the day of the week just feels very wrong? That's kind of where I'm at right now, and I think it's because honestly, I'm gonna blame Dave. I kind of had this feeling before I saw Dave's comments, but I'm gonna go.
We'll
and
see. I mean, I
Dave
put out the
that,
draw on
he
liquidity
was talking about golf
here, but
which
I
made
don't
me
know if
start
I'll
thinking about
get
golf
an
on
entry.
Friday, which makes it feel a lot sooner than it actually is. And now I'm just looking forward to Friday golf. And so the fact that it's
Not
Tuesday
been much
and
of a
I have
retracement
like
for NQ.
a while, feels wrong. Feels wrong. So that's on you, Dave. Like all I want to do right now is just go hit balls. Sounds nice. Yeah, that's my heartbeat next to my name. I added that at the end of last week, I think. We'd been talking about doing it for forever. I finally figured out an easy way to do it, so there it is. Kind of interesting.
Oh, okay. What do you guys think? At 10 a.m. are we going to take out the buy side? That happened at the news? It'd be nice if news manipulates the downside first before hitting that. Then it's more. Then I'd probably find some kind of entry.
Why watch heartbeat? I think it's interesting to see kind of if your heartbeat is spiking at any points or how you're maintaining during trades. Your resting heart rate's pretty high. Yeah, it's all over the place. I mean, I was in the 60s a second ago. We started talking about golf, I went up into the hundreds. You also got to remember that I am, I don't know. I think my resting heart rate is significantly higher with the stream on than without it, to be perfectly honest. I mean, I know it is actually.
I had 7 pension funds from previous workplaces. I was able to transfer those into one simple plan.
When your pension is in a good place, you're in a good place. Pension Beat.
Yeah, sorry, just catching up with some other
I was just
streamers.
grinding, Got news in 3 minutes and some change.
Nacho Video says, I'm running prop account today, so I'm jumping the button on whatever the 10 a.m. news is. Alright, good luck.
Yeah, it looks like the target's hit as outlined. So that one we didn't, well, if you did get in, you did get in, but like, yeah, I was hoping for it to touch it completely, but I didn't. This one's continuation, that was nice, and then this one was also a continuation. We were looking for half, but your stop loss would have been
I'm
there
really just
anyway.
waiting for jolts
Stop
right
loss,
now. There's
sorry.
no reason for this.
Yeah,
Once it went
actually.
up,
So that's what I'm waiting for.
and then now we've
If
got
it
this.
wasn't apparent
Extended
there,
trading
there's
hours.
no
Hours.
blatantly
For
saying
literally
I'm
the
waiting for
day,
jolts.
you know, that's not bad. That's not bad, especially because I've had a.
Can't find NQH4 in TradingView. I don't
had a few
I don't
days
actually
off,
even know if
not
TradingView does
bad
buy
to get back
contract.
into gist
I
of
think TradingView
things.
might just have the continuous
But this
chart.
week is, I mean, this
NQ1 exclamation point or
like
whatever. is
sometimes
the
I do
continuous chart.
attribute it to luck.
NQH4 is the actual
You,
traded
you
contract.
never. Sometimes you know what's it going? We could have been on the wrong end. We could have been aiming for the sell side, and we would have not got
And
anywhere.
NQH4 is old.
But
That is
yeah,
also right.
nice, decent for today. See what happens tomorrow and as the
Run
week goes on. But
NQH5.
obviously, gotta keep risk to a
Right.
minimum. Just want to check on something, so just bear with me. I'm just gonna go mute for a second.
The last number, fun fact, right? Because every now and then we got people that don't understand. When you're looking at the contract code like that, NQ is the asset. So it'd be like NQ, ES, CL, whatever. Then it's the month expiration.
The daily looks crazy. Looks kind of funky. I'm honestly like not gonna feel FOMO if if it hits that buy side at 10 and there's no retracement and we're in the middle of the range. It's fine.
So yeah, so right guys, I'm gonna close the live
Maximus
stream
Me
here.
says, Tanya, is it
Decent
confusing
session,
sometimes if you have a
decent
daily
morning
bias and the
session,
majority of the chat disagrees? It must be
I'll
hard to
see you
stick to your
tomorrow.
narrative when
Take
1,000
care
plus
again.
people disagree. I
Good
would
luck and good
say
trading. Don't overdo it.
I'd
actually,
rather
before I go,
people
don't
I'd,
overdo it
I'd
this week.
rather majority of the people
That
vote
was the
against my
decent one for
bias
today.
than most.
There might be
I'd rather
something
that
later
than
on,
people
but
agree
just
with
like
my bias.
if you've got in, you've got your one trade, got
You
in
know,
one and done. Leave it at that. Don't come back in, and especially for the rest of the week.
I'm more
just
concerned when I'm
observe,
like bullish and
especially
then
if
chat
you've
like
made some today.
60% of chat is also bullish.
So yeah, I mean, we were decent.
Or 70%. It's the worst.
Missed that out, but if you couple that with the S&P 500 at the time, you would have got
Because then
into
it's
that
like,
one.
oh
But
man,
the
it's gonna be high
continuations,
resistance
the two
liquidity run
continuations,
or
the
something.
first one from here and the second one from here.
I'm okay if it's like
both
50%.
of them
Yeah,
panned
here you
out
go.
to
10 a.m.
the
news.
end
Hit the buy side.
Yeah, it's quite
What a
decent. I mean, but
surprise.
we're just a bit gutted that this one didn't touch. As soon as that would have touched, I would have got in and rode this all
Okay,
the way
so
up
we're gonna have to see what
to
happens
the
now.
end log.
I'm just
Definitely
gonna
taking
wait.
off partials along the way. First
Wait
high,
for
second
candle
high,
structure
third
because
high,
no, there's
the end
nothing to
log,
do.
and then this
Hit
end
my
log.
buy side.
Yeah,
Target.
beautiful. All right, take care,
I'm not
guys.
gonna
Good
jump and
luck
think it's a
and good trading
reversal
until tomorrow.
right away. Yes. Lag.